How you doing, my friends? And welcome back to the dark side, where we take a look at the worst of any kind of fandom. Like, no matter what you like, there's a dark side to it. There's someone out there who took it just a bit too far, and then some things were created that should not exist in this world. And those are the things we're going to be looking at today. And today, we're taking a look at Harry Potter. These aren't to look cool. This is for eye protection. You don't want to look directly at some of these things. Now let's get into it. Now, of course, where should we start? Religion. You know, either it was banned or someone made a religion out of it. You know, there's a Harry Potter religion out there somewhere. Someone did that, and I'm going to find it. First, let's look at what people ask. Let's look at the popular things. Why is Harry Potter books banned? Religious parents want Harry Potter banned from the classroom because it glorifies witchcraft. Why, yes. Religious parents. Let's take a look at this one. It's under education. I don't think that's very educational. They're stealing my goddamn cookies. Religious parents. Let's like religious parents and governments. TSR has revealed as teachers should refuse to teach the subject if there are concerns. The government's behavioral TSR, whatever the fuck that is, has said some parents, particularly of evangelical, Christian, and Muslim backgrounds, believe that children's books normalize acts of magic. Don't worry, kids. You can use the magics. The magics is real. The magic is real. Just wave a little stick around and something will appear. You can, I don't know, shoot fucking fireballs. I want to shoot fireballs. Tom Bennett spoke of parents raising concerns of some religious studies teachers of a fantasy novel, which is none of the syllabus and is an example of collection of books that tell a greater story like the Bible. Yes. Yes, Harry Potter books, you can compare it to the Bible. Harry Potter and the Bible, same thing.
What's the difference?
Okay, then, what if Harry Potter was a religion? How about that? There are a few things Harry Potter fans can always count on in the unpredictable muggle-filled world: death, taxes, and the knowledge that there's always at least one passage in the 7 Harry Potter series that can offer some semblance of comfort no matter what situation arises. You know, when I'm thinking depressed, I just look back at Snape killing Dumbledore. I just feel alright again. For instance, when my middle school teacher made a joke at my expense, I looked to Sirius Black for understanding. He said, if you want to know what a man's like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals. Sirius Black, yes. He just came out of the book and fucking told you that, didn't he? When I was worried about moving thousands of miles away for college, I found Albus Dumbledore's words comforting. We must try not to sink beneath our anguish, Harry, but battle on. Those were for you, man. Those were for you, not Harry, even though he fucking said Harry in there. You know, that's how you get inspiration there, buddy. I don't mean to imply that J.K. Rowling is some sort of prophet or that her books came through a divine revelation, but readers have formed a very special bond with these books. They look to them for guidance and solace in real life, the same way other people might look to the Bible. Harry Potter and the Bible, man. It's like, I never thought I would find so many comparisons ever in my life. Like, fuck it. ReZero's now my Bible. Whenever let's see what ReZero has to say about this, shall we? I see you're the one with the courage, Elsa said, impressed with Subaru. Still unable to move, looked up. While Subaru was still in the state of shock, felt and stood up and has slapping her legs to keep her knees from shaking. She then pushed back her blood-soaked hair. Gave me the guidance to continue. I wanted to start moving away from the religion aspect, but oh man, I got some good ones here. Like 5 ways Harry Potter mirrors a Christian story, and this podcast says yes, that it's a fucking religion. Oh man, this is too good, man. This is too good. The Stag on the Lake and the Trinity. Yes, because you know the big fucking, shooting when he was shooting that thing at the Dementors? Yeah, that's definitely the fucking Trinity. I can see the connection there. The Room of Requirements as the Room of Hidden Things is forgiveness. Albus Dumbledore is John the Goddamn Baptist. Dobby's grave is the death and resurrection. Forbidden Forest, Gethsemane. I don't even want to bother reading those. Let's take a look at this podcast that was actually pretty recent.
So World War II comes around, and after a lot of running around, French Jews come knocking. And this town just did what they always did. They didn't take a political stance one way or another. They didn't think about it. Someone knocked on their doors, and they let Jews in. When something was difficult, they had a reflex. They knew what they were going to do in a tough situation. Someone would knock, and they would answer the door.
What the fuck does this have to do with Harry Potter?
Leaving suspicion and concern at the door, and practice loving. To set myself up for success in this experiment, I wanted to practice with something that I already love, great books. I committed myself to having faith in good books. That the more time I spent with them, the more I reread them, the more gifts they would give me.
Reading Harry Potter as a sacred text.
Probably are.
Well, let me finish. The 3 most requested texts in Guantanamo Bay are number 1, the Bible, number 2, the Quran, and number 3, Harry Potter.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, for real.
That's kind of cool.
Okay, I have no idea what the fuck any of that had to do with Harry Potter or it being a religion. What the flying fucky buckies? Let's get into let's get into the fan fiction now. This one in particular really caught my eye. Lick'em Lollies. Oh my. She brushed the lolly tip along the bottom lip, teasing her tongue before it jetted out languorous twirl around the perimeter. Then she puckered up and sucked the excess fluid away and swallowed it deeply and moaned with pleasure. 1. Ron's eyes widened even more as he reached for his discarded robes. Harry let a crooked grin slide on his face and tugged the seam of his trousers. Brilliant.
It's brilliant. 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 Brilliant.
Draco stuck a finger in his collar and jerked it. Ugh. He could not breathe, and something seethed deep inside him. Something regretful. The fragile confrontation was rough and sweet against her tongue, but instead she pulled it away and slurped soundlessly at the sphere, lowering her lashes again, twirling it, suckling it, licking it, lavishing her mouth around it devilishly, quickly, without any hesitations. A 3. What, is Hermione just going off blowjobs for everyone? Blowjobs for everyone. You want one? Here's the Hermione's. Here's another one. Lock the door! Oh, if someone doesn't walk in on him, I'm going to be so disappointed. Hermione raised a delicate brow at his actions. Are you planning to ravish me on your desk? She asked calmly, her voice tinged and mocking. Draco sneered. No, I'm planning to fuck you until your cunt bleeds. Like you fucking deserve, you little whore. Oh my god. Hermione raised a leg and put her foot flat on his chest, stopping his advance. No, she purred. I don't think so. Draco appears. What? He hissed. Hermione looked at him calmly. I said no. Draco gave a bestial growl. What the fuck are you playing at, Granger? Hermione gave him a slow, languid smile. Tiska, Tiska. On to the last names, are we? Don't you want to hear my condition? Draco straightened and smirked. Of course. You women are all the same. What is it? A raise? A house of the creative being? Aha, my heart, he asked mockingly. Hermione chose to ignore his intuitions and continue to study his manicure. None of the above. I want you to fire a little whore of a secretary. Jacob Smirk Savage threatened Darby. Okay, let's move on from that.
Who wants to talk about murders?
God, what the hell did we wait this long? She screamed as she felt him twisting her clit between his long, slim fingers. I have no fucking clue. Shit, Hermione. You're so fucking... Draco lost all current speech. Fuck. She seemed to have been getting tighter. She had suddenly desperate to save her the having of her gun and pulled out the agonizing slowness and thrust back in again. Powerfully Hermione without hurting under him screaming. His cock is... I'm done. Oh my, that is dirty. Okay, whatever. Let's go on to the big one. The big one we've all been waiting for. Rule 34, bitches. Well, this is an interesting one. Hey, Hagrid, you got something you want to tell us there, buddy? I didn't know you were into that. Good God. Now this one's just this was just interesting. I like this one mainly because of their faces. Harry's like, oh God, did someone actually, is someone there? And Ron's like, yeah, who cares? Look at me go with this. Oh, that's a nice little butthole. Now this one's, I really don't know how to... It's Voldemort, like, torturing Harry's little, wand with his wand. It's a little... It's their screaming that really gets me. It's like... Mostly Voldemort. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, it's the dark side of Harry Potter. It can get pretty interesting with religion, fan fiction, and some very, interesting pictures. Yeah. I'm done for now, though. I've wasted enough of my life. I'll talk to you all again next time.